We are living in the bleeding edge of AI, with models like GPT-5, Claude, and various others pushing the boundaries of what's possible. But just when you think we have hit the limits of innovation or there is an AI winter looming, something like Llama-TFree-HAT comes along and shows us we are still scratching the surface. This model from LF Alpha Research isn't just another incremental improvement, it's questioning one of the fundamental assumptions that every major language model has been built on for years. While everyone else is optimizing tokenization strategies, these researchers asked a much more radical question. What if we got rid of tokenization altogether? And that is what they have done in this Llama-TFree-HAT model. In this video, we are going to install it locally, but more importantly, I am going to explain what tokenization is and what exactly is meant by getting rid of that tokenization in practice. This is Fahad Mirza and I welcome you to the channel. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel and also consider becoming a member as that helps a lot. So what exactly has happened here? To understand why this matters, if you are interested, you should also be reading this paper, which is actually the root of this whole research. You need to know how current AI models actually process text, and it's not as intuitive as you might think. When you type a message to any AI model, it doesn't read your words directly. Instead, it uses tokenization, essentially chopping your text into smaller fragments before processing. The word understanding might get split into understand, ing, or even weirder pieces like under st, ending. These fragments get converted to numbers, and that's what the AI actually works with. This system was designed with English in mind, so when you throw German, Chinese, Urdu, Hindi, or specialized technical text at it, the tokenizer starts breaking words into increasingly tiny, inefficient pieces that make the model work much harder to understand what should be a simple concept. This is where tokenization free architecture comes revolutionary. And that is why before even showing you the installation, I'm talking about all this architecture. But look, I will go into this architecture and explain more about tokenization free. But let's get started and run our model. I'm going to use this Ubuntu system. I have one GPU card, NVIDIA RTX A6000 with 48 GB of VRAM. Let me create a virtual environment, and if you're looking to rent a GPU on very affordable price, you can find the link to Mass Compute in video's description with a discount coupon code of 50% for a range of GPUs. So please do check them out. Let's go back and now let's install all the prerequisites. So make sure that you also install hat splitter library from them and this version of transformer, and towards the end the flash attention, so which means that you would need to use a hopper or ampere category of GPU card, otherwise flash attention won't work and this model won't work. While it installs everything, let me also introduce you to the sponsors of the video, who are iGent, which is the world's first multi-agent workforce desktop application, empowering you to build, manage, and deploy a custom AI workforce that can turn your most complex workflows into automated tasks. And everything is installed. Now let's download the model. For that, I would need to log into Hugging Face, and I would need to get my read token from my Hugging Face profile, which is a free read token, and you can get it from your profile too. I think I'm using my old token. Let me clear the screen and give my new refresh token. I am now logged in. Let me now launch my Jupyter notebook. And my notebook is launched. Let's now download the model. And the model is being downloaded, and you can see that I'm just going to go with this direct preference optimized model, where we have given it an accepted answer, rejected answer, with as comparison to the prompt, and then it gets more aligned to the human preference with TPU. They also have a base model, by the way. And this is not the first time I am covering this LF Alpha's model. They have been quite active. So 1 year ago, they released this Faria 1 model, which is quite good in terms of engineering industry. So if you're interested, just check it out. Still quite a good model. and mainly it is geared towards EU regulations and stuff. Okay, so let's go back, and while it downloads the model, how about we just talk quickly about the tokenization free architecture. So tokenization free architecture is quite revolutionary in my humble opinion. The HAT system, which stands for hierarchical autoregressive transformer, completely bypasses the limitation by working directly with raw bytes and building understanding on the fly. It uses a three-part system: a lightweight character encoder that reads whole words, a word-level backbone that handles a complex reasoning, and a character decoder that generates output. Instead of being constrained by a fixed vocabulary that was predetermined during training, this model can adapt to any language or domain in real time. It's like the difference between having a dictionary with pre-cut word fragments versus being able to understand and build words naturally as you encounter them. So the data which they have shared from there, the performance gains look quite substantial. The 7 billion parameter model has outperformed Llama 3.18 billion, which is quite an old model on German benchmark. So it is quite constrained sort of benchmarking which they have shared. So, but again, I think on their roadmap they have also some tokenization free architecture. Hopefully, they will also make it aligned with the newer models. But still, I think pretty good advancement in the AI. Anyway, so let's go back and check what is happening in our notebook. Okay, so meanwhile the model is downloaded. As you can see here, there are 6 shards of it. Let's do the inference. Now, I'm just going to ask it, write Fahad Mirza in German, and to be honest, I'm not keen on the results and inference. I'm more, excited about the underlying architecture and all this tokenization free stuff. But anyway, let's see how model performs. And there you go. The model has come back with the response. I'm not sure. If you're a German speaker, please let me know what it has done here. Pretty interesting. Okay, so the answer is interesting. Let's do another multilingual task. So I'm just going to say this where I'm asking it to translate it into various world languages. There are heaps of them. And again, just like the previous one, if you are that language speaker, please also make sure to advise in the comments as that helps. So I have just given it this sentence and all of these languages are there, and some runic script, some fictional language, and some cultural note. While it runs, let's also check the VRAM consumption. So it is around 14.5 gig of VRAM, not bad at all. Okay, so let's wait for the model to come back. Okay, it has come back with the response. Let's check it out. So I'm just going down. So this is English, Hindi, and I'm not sure about this one. I don't think so Hindi is correct, and I'm not entirely sure which languages it support, and that's it. So I think for a few of the European languages it works well, but other than that, I don't think so it has done anything good. But let me know your thoughts there. Let's check out how much robust this model is for the inputs. So I'm just going to ask it something like, the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. What happens next? Let's see what model does here. And there you go. So yep, the completion is pretty interesting. As you can see, that is a pangram, so it understands it quite well. And I have also tried it out with some other prompts too. For some reason, I get a feeling that it is whatever data set they used, it is quite German heavy. So let's ask it a German question: that what's the longest German compound word you know, and what does each part mean? Let's see if it can do that. But having said that, because it is the base model is quite old, and I'm not really much fussy and interested in what exactly output it performs, because I don't think so that I will be using this model in production, because of it is being based on fairly old base model. But having said that, As I said earlier, the main attraction for me is its tokenization free architecture, which I explained to you in the earlier part of the video. And there you go. So there is a compound word. If you're a German speaker, please let me know. I have no idea about this compound word. It's huge, and it is a full word. I didn't know it means. Literally beef meat and then supervision. Wow. So it describes a law that deals with delegation of tasks related to supervising beef labeling. Okay, Google tells me it might be true, but let me know. And how do you pronounce it? I mean, wow, this is very impressive, very interesting. Okay. Anyway, a fun fact about me, when I was very, very young, I always wanted to learn German, and I actually did a course on that one too. Now I just remember, some 1 to 5 integers. That's it. Anyway, but I digress. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think about this. Please like the video and subscribe and consider becoming a member, as that helps a lot. Thank you for all the support.